Went on a boat. The first 3 days.
If I go there, I won't see it.
I'm sick.
And
How long did it take?
6 days.
6 days, the boat trip.
Yeah.
That's quite short.
Well, it was a big
From
boat.
Germany to
okay,
America.
exactly.
And what happened when you arrived?
Wait a minute, but before, this was a luxury liner, and Hindenburg died. So during our voyage over the United States, so all the musical, all the entertainment stopped. So it became just a line where you ate and walked. There was no entertainment at all during that week.
So were you bored?
Of course, as a child, you would be bored.
I don't remember that.
And what were your impressions when you came into the United States?
Beautiful.
That's
We
my
came
grandson.
in and we
That's
took
you?
a taxi
My grandson.
through
What's his name?
Times Square.
Kai.
It was fabulous.
K-A-I.
And we got into an apartment on the
He's your
12th floor.
great
On
And
the
I look-
12th floor.
He's got my ability.
And
I used to
luxury
be a singer
apartment,
too.
but 3 families moved in. And Grandma was the ruler.
These are beautiful pictures.
Dictator.
And it was all,
Yeah, 3 sons and a
it was a
daughter.
luxury apartment.
2 daughters
But
and
it
a
was
2 sons,
2 daughters.
One son.
2 daughters.
Eventually,
Two
we
daughters.
actually had to ask Mother to move out with us because we couldn't stand it. First of all,
Ethan.
Very
she
pretty. Who is she?
made us
That's he.
walk
That's Ethan.
up and down on
No, come
See
on.
that?
What nonsense is that?
She did.
No, she did.
Yes, she
Because
did.
she waited for somebody to ring the bell,
That's
and
he.
then when somebody rang the bell, we went down the elevator. What nonsense? You know,
Ethan.
the only time you walked up and down is when there was a strike, elevator strike. That's the only time. See, she thought it was the opposite, but that's what really happened.
Who's little
Friday,
Moses?
Saturday morning, we went to temple, and she stood there until somebody came out to ring the bell, and then we went
Emmy.
downstairs.
Emmy.
So you didn't have to climb.
No, only as had strikes, you know. Then the elevator men were on strike.
Nothing.
So then you had to
Moses
walk
about
up
her.
and down. There's no choice.
12 flights.
12 flights.
Oh, wow.
Very.
And when if
This is
we went to
beautiful,
Mother's
Marion
shopping, do you
Terrace.
remember?
Beautiful,
To buy
Marion
some
Terrace.
clothes for her. Granny was upset because she wanted to pick the clothes for her.
That's what it's all about. Everybody has their
And
own
even
memories.
when she was a
You
teenager
know, that's so nice
and earnest,
when you go like
tried
I
to
do,
make,
and I sort of
marriage.
leaf
Remember
through my
when she-
past.
Wait, just hold
uh,
it. Yeah?
You know, from a book. So when I go through this, I think, what a wonderful idea. This will give to your mind every time you see this.
It's true.
You know?
Yes.
It's terrific.
Yes, Granny, you were saying?
You know, Granny, because we came from
I
a nice
remember
background,
I
we
stayed
had to marry an older man
in old
with
house in
money.
Long Island
If you and
with your mum, who read the rules to
she
me.
Lottie, she introduced it to this guy, and they were going to get a
Oh, she was
house,
very good at that.
and they
you know.
lost a restaurant on the
Yes, I know.
Are you getting this? Okay. Yeah, you were
Then
saying.
she arrived
restaurant
on her
on the
ship,
way, and
known as
they
the
were
Rotterdam.
eating, and she
That's
didn't
great.
know he had false
arrived
teeth, and he took his
Cape
teeth
Town.
Are you
out.
talking about, you're telling my
That was
story?
a wonderful.
That was no arrangement.
They
Wasn't it?
remember
Where's
it.
my
You're
watch? I
just
got
making
from
up a
her.
story that is
That's it.
I
It
got
was
a
a
watch.
date. It was
I
a
paid
date.
$150.
I know there was somebody that they wanted elderly. The one I went,
That's
I
what
was a
she
young
had
man.
paid
In fact, if I
somewhere in
married him, he
Bangkok
would
or
have been
somewhere.
wealthy.
Right.
He was in the meat
Yes,
business.
oh, Grandpa.
And we really liked everything, but as
Talking about
being
Grandpa
young,
Lucy, yes? What is
we
it?
came home and we liked the same food, we liked to eat the same thing. In the car, it goes also like this, and his
She's
teeth
very-
comes out. And I looked at him, I couldn't stand it.
I mean, I can't believe
When
it.
you know my
I know.
No, but there's so many
I
stories
said, it's a very
before
pretty
that,
woman.
which I
Looked like Karen?
I know when I had my confirmation, I wanted your father to come, and Grandma and Uncle Louis said, no, you can't. And I ran downstairs, and the still guy should see him. You can see that. I remember that.
But
So,
why?
just hold on 5 seconds. Was Maureen
Why?
talking about her father?
Yes.
Can we try to get that? Maureen?
Mom?
This will be very
You were
valuable
talking
to
about
you
your
as you
father,
get
Grandpa
older.
Bercy.
It is now.
Don't ever put it away. It's
Never.
beautiful.
Grandpa Bercy. You were telling us. Talk about
Wakes
Grandpa
up
Bercy.
all your memories.
A man can get it dirty quicker than a man can.
No, but Grandpa Bercy, you were saying. Grandpa Bercy?
Plaintown area.
Yes, Plaintown area.
She's going back to her
Yes, and what about, is that where,
He had a farm made inside the old one.
in other words, he lived on the farm as well? Okay.
Just
Carry on.
prompt.
And tell us about,
Granny Stern came from America to stay on the farm.
Is trying.
oh really?
Yeah.
Mommy, so tell us about McLeantown. What happened in McLeantown? And the farm. Did you live on the farm?
Who?
No.
Mommy?
No.
No, okay, let's hear what Mommy has to say. What
No, she
happened?
did. She.
Wait, let her talk.
I think it was worried.
Your mum stayed on the farm.
It's all right,
Your mum stayed in the
You too.
She's showing her lovely leg.
She came from the Transky. She came from the Transky to stay with you there, darling.
had long hair.
You know
We
that.
didn't do what you did.
It's Debbie.
That was more. So tell us some more, Mommy. When you were a nurse. What happened when you were a
No,
nurse?
I don't do it now.
You don't nurse now. Okay, what do you do now, Mom?
No, I do other things.
What do you do? Okay, do you play bowls still?
Yes, I play those.
What position do you play in bowls?
Play, I do play.
Skip or what? What are you a skip?
Skip.
You're a skip. Western Province. You were playing Western Province. You won the Maccabi, you remember?
You mean that?
Yes, you won the Maccabi. Do you remember that? No, not me, you.
You remember when Linda sat in my car, the Avril, and I was taking her around, and it was near Rosh Hashanah.
Yeah.
And she said to me, talking about shoe, said that she needs some clothes, you remember?
Yes,
Huh?
yes, yes.
And I said to her, darling, you have to freshen up your own things a little bit.
Yeah, I remember. And she was a bit
No,
upset.
you should, because your selfishness, you remember?
Tired. I remember that.
And she said in the car to me, and I got upset. So she said, what are you getting upset about? She's a 14-year-old, 15-year-old talking, you know. What she says is true in any case. She's been a wonderful champion.
She's a very, very good wife and very good mother.
That was my youngest daughter.
It's amazing.
That's wonderful.
Lovely.
Did you see the bowl?
So,
Wow. That's very good.
so you're in America. What is a typical day? What is a typical
Let's start
day
in America?
Yeah.
In America, we found that we didn't get along with Grandma, that we decided that we have to get our own apartment. So from a luxury apartment, we went into a dump. One of these water flats walk up. Terrible.
Anyway,
Which was horrible.
when you start
Harry, Harry,
from a Jewish point of view, you're the only Hirschmann that has a rabbi in the family.
Where was your apartment?
Hey? On the 102nd Street.
Where, in the Bronx?
No, but
No, that's a fact.
a walk-up apartment
It's a-
with ice.
On the west side.
We had good ice in the ice.
The ice box?
You remember the stuff from Hanau,
Do I remember?
where we were all born.
Okay, anyways, sorry.
I,
Harry is just,
we were born
Talking and talking.
H-A-N-A-U.
he has a lot to
We were
say.
just in Hana.
Hanau on the River Main.
We were just
You
there
won't
2 weeks
mind.
ago.
Are you having a photograph
And
taken?
you were on Frankfurter tour?
Pardon?
You were lived on Frankfurter
Cool, your
tour?
gran was talking.
No, you're not
And
having
she was
a
like,
Oh,
remembering
it's
things.
right. Yes,
I got it.
that's where we had our beautiful home. Did you ever go there to look at it?
2 weeks ago.
Did
Okay.
you? Appendix.
Ah,
Which hospital is that?
In Hanau.
it's now called St.
And I
Vincent's.
remember,
Across the street.
I had a very frum family.
You had enough?
So they were fanatic, particularly the women. And the hospital was a Catholic hospital. And
You guys remember
my aunt's friends, don't touch this. This is this is
My
chaza.
mother didn't know,
That
but it actually
don't
helped
eat it. It's
because I realized everybody prays to
so
God.
the Catholic sisters one day used to come around
That's
with
24
trays,
Frankfurter tour.
Let me
with
see.
trays of bread with schmaltz on.
Yeah, listen to
Sauce.
Rebenus.
And you know, I took some of it because I liked it and I ate it. And my auntie, the world fell in. The world fell. How can you eat that so much? It's thrown away.
That's why you, now you know why you like, now you know why you like yelling. Now you know why you
They,
like
I got such a shock. The whole family came around. She got the whole family together to reproach me. Oh my God. I remember
And you were
this.
very, the orange building is now 24 Frankfurter tour.
Yeah, Frankfurter Straße.
Frankfurter tour, yes.
Tell me, did you know there are 2 Frankfurts and 2 Hanau?
Yes, there's Frankfurter Landstrasse and Frankfurter tour.
Here on the left-hand side is
Frankfurt an
Bankhaus.
der Oder and Frankfurt am Main we came from.
Oh, yes, the two
Hanau am
Frankfurt
Main
cities, yes.
and Hanau am
Where
Main.
is the other one nearby?
No, through the
So, Granny, you came from Frankfurt am Main.
am Main.
Myers, he was the owner banker in the family.
You know that we had in a German movie.
When I got to New York,
Senior.
one of the members of the family, the South Street,
Hardly understand them. The
do you remember the
dialect
name of Aunt
completely
City?
different
Yes.
to how we
Remember?
Yes.
and it was like more Flemish German.
They
Had an accent.
They had a
Different
son.
accent.
Couldn't understand them.
Justin.
I learned the minimal that I could
Justin.
learn
Just
to get away.
That's the one. Then they take the taxi driver.
It's not they turned him. I mean, Harry, they didn't turn him. That's what he wanted.
Can I tell you something about the time? And
You remember Justin?
Of course I did. I was Justin and City bought for Justin a taxi plus the light at the plate. Uncle Albert left and City with $60,000 for the medallion. And when he got through with Justin, by the time she got ill where she needed money, there was $20,000 left because between the taxi and the medallion, which was very expensive, it's because that's the only way he could make a living.
now, please let me tell you what happened.
Medallion today sells for $500,000.
One of my customers went on holiday to America.
Have I seen some?
And he gets a taxi, didn't turn him. And the taxi driver says to her, where do you come from? She said,
Well,
from
he wanted to
Cape
be a
Town.
driver. They
He
made him a
said, I've got a cousin living in Cape Town. It was Justin.
Now wait, who is Justin?
My
And City's
cousin.
son.
And City's son.
And he's dead. He died very young.
Well, and
But
City,
this customer said, she's a friend of mine. He couldn't believe it, that we knew each other.
well, you know, Justin talking about Ann City.
You remember Mother Hirschmann? You remember Mother
No.
Hirschmann? The real tiger.
Yes. I never met her.
Tiger.
She was?
Talking about Granny's term.
Which is unusual.
My mother Hirschmann.
Mother.
Was your mom? Granny always says your mom. She didn't know how to love. What do you think of that?
His mother, yeah.
I must have washed that out of my mind because I don't remember.
I don't remember ever giving a hug or
Oh, well, you see, right. And what are your memories of
You know
this?
what?
Oh, do you remember her?
Very well. That
Karen?
I resented
Talk
going
about
to
his
school
memories of
and
his
not
mother.
able to get the education I wanted, and had
What are
to
your
go
memories of your
babysitting.
mother,
I had to
Karen?
go to babysit for
What
somebody.
are your
I had to
memories of
prove.
your
Wait,
Wait, just hold on.
What do you remember about your mother, Elsie?
13, 14.
Too much.
When are we
years, somebody has to
About Elsie, your mother?
But
was that in America?
In America.
Your mother, Elsie?
I saw
Your
Jewish
mother,
magazine
Elsie?
as a refugee.
What do you remember
For
about
10
her?
cents and 5 cents was supposed to be for me, which I had to give to mother.
Mother
then
was a
I
good
So,
Jewess.
so Harry, what do you remember about your mom? Granny. We'll get to you.
All the
I know there's so much to
holidays
say.
I worked
that has had to
I think I don't know.
chased us
in
to shoot.
1939
The wealthy.
in New York.
I remember
And there's called Old New York.
in
And
Hanau,
there was a nudist colony in there.
ice and snow.
I fully dressed.
I was
put
thrown
on
out of
my
bed
coat,
after
and you
my
walked
bar mitzvah
outside,
to go
and
and
that's
let
what
the
they
filling.
thought they saw inside.
know
Of course,
the
I
filling?
never went in there. And one day I'm getting, I mean, I get paid, of course, with
I had to
this
walk to
very well.
shul.
And I come there and I walk up.
And not a word from my mother.
There's Grandma
That's it.
and
Come on,
City,
Gustav. That was my
Albert,
father's name,
and
Gustav.
I come home,
You know?
I was called a prostitute. I was
Leave
told
the boy
I
alone for
would-
give him a
I don't
chance.
quit
Not
there.
a
I could
word.
never come to their
She
house
was
again.
Story again.
Me, Uncle
But she
Lou,
was a
and
good, she was a good
I don't know what Erna was. I talk about it because Erna never wanted to talk about it.
You have good
So
memories.
maybe
Did
she-
Erna do the same thing? You
I
have
don't know what
good
she was
memories of her?
At the World's Fair.
Are you sure?
Positive.
I don't know.
Did you hear that?
Oh, no.
Erna was a stripper.
Yeah, Aunt Erna.
Are you kidding?
I don't know.
What were you? What were
No,
your
I was-
jobs when you were
I
in
was
New York?
talking that when, in order to earn money, we were able to do anything, just
This
as long
was
as
a
we earned our money.
constructive
But you know,
conversation.
I know I worked in 1939 for the World's Fair, and I'm very proud to say because I earned money, but all I had to do was fully clothed. This was Little Old New York, it was called. And I walked on the stage, and you put on a robe over the clothes, me. And they walked up and down, and this is what they thought they saw inside. But of course they didn't, because I wouldn't do that. So I walked up. So one day I come there, and there I see my grandmother and City, Uncle Albert. I come home that evening. My grandma said, "You are a prostitute, you're a bum, a whore, right? And if you don't quit there, you'll never be able to come to our house." I had to quit. I know it's innocent as could be, but then I got a job as a shill.
As a what?
As a shill, where they cut out the black, you know, the people that cut out the features. Yeah,
What was your address? 42?
In New York, what was your address?
251 West 92nd.
So wait, what were your jobs,
On the
Granny?
main road. 42,
But I did.
downtown New York.
That's in order to study hairdressing. That's what I did at night. And at
It was
daytime I
lovely
went to
flat
school and
there.
studied hairdressing. And I didn't get the education. And this thing here, Erna and I worked like the dog to make sure she get the education.
So you were actually educated.
And 6 months later, before graduation, she
I wish she was
quit. We were
here
ready
today.
to kill her.
Yeah, but that's
You know
because
what we
it
like.
came out later that she's dyslexic and she struggled with academics.
Well, we didn't know, but meanwhile, we worked hard so she would get the education.
Was that
So-
college education? High school. High school.
None of you got high school.
No, I went to the 10th grade.
The 10th or the 12th grade,
I think so,
but
yeah.
you didn't pass the last year.
Yeah.
No, you went further.
My worst
You're talking about
when I
high school.
arrived.
She went to high school.
I went to high school.
What, the 12th grade?
No, high school. What a high school is.
When they
Except
told me
she
that
almost
it was a
graduated 6
prisoner of
months
war.
later.
When you arrived in South Africa?
So when you guys were
Prisoner
living
of war because
in New York, what was a typical day? You went to school, then you were all working while you were in school?
After school.
Yeah, after school.
I even taught somebody to speak English, geography, refugee, and later on, and when I became a hairdresser, my boss wouldn't give me a raise, so I quit, and I started working for this person. It turns out it's the parents of the girl that I taught, and when she found out that I taught them, they fired me because they didn't want the family to know that I taught their daughter, because she was a stupid thing.
Did you have to learn English, or did you already speak
Oh, we
English?
didn't know a word of it. I didn't know how to
Not
say
a
hello.
word.
So you went to classes?
No, I went to school. Regular school, grammar school.
Quickly though. As a child you learn things quicker.
Yes.
But at home we spoke German because none of them could speak English.
Right.
And
So Erna when she was in school, was she a stripper? Is that?
Don't say that. Because
not when
I
she was
was
in
in
school.
No.
When it was during the World's Fair that she.
I don't know. I wouldn't say that.
She might have done the same.
It's fine. A lot
She
of
may have done the same thing. She may not have been. It's not fair to put that on
Yeah.
history. Don't do that.
Okay, don't worry.
No, because it may not be true.
But I know she was a beautiful.
She kept some of the pictures, some of the
Yes. And she used to stand in front of the mirror and admire herself.
Why not? Well, you did the same thing. You should have seen, when she lost weight, you should have seen her sashay with that dress into the...
I don't even remember that.
I remember that. In fact, I remember that because Herman and I were already married, and we made a salad, and I put 2 eggs on the salad, which was for Herman, and one for each of us. Ilse comes in sashaying and with that red dress, picks up the salad with the 2 eggs, and Herman never forgave her for that.
Also loves his wife very much.
Who's that? Dick. Oh, it's so similar, you have no idea.
What do you remember about?
I remember when your dad tied up with a chap called Leo. Was it Leo? Leo. It was his brother-in-law, I think, if I remember
That's right.
Is that right? Why do I remember them this way?
They were in business together for many, many years.
That's right.
Harry, what do you remember about Dick?
Pardon?
What do you remember about your brother Richard, Dick? Your brother.
What about it?
What do you remember about him? What time?
What do you remember?
About him.
About Richard.
About Dick, what do you